Yeah, so even with the window wide open and my air conditioner is now going, whoever's sitting in the bathroom directly behind that wall, which is obviously the psychopath known as Jasmine Arizari, although she looks like Jabba the Hutt from Star Wars, that gigantic, fat, hideous worm. She looks exactly like that. It's almost like an identical picture of her. So her name is a bit misleading, but that is her legal name apparently, and she continues to access the bathroom of an empty vacant unit as per the landlord. He showed me the empty unit several weeks ago. There's nothing in there. She continues to break and enter into an empty unit that is not part of her lease unless she's paying the rent in it, because she was moved out of it, according to the property manager, months ago, and now lives in another unit on this floor. However, she's directly behind that wall every single morning, regardless of what time I wake up, which means that she sits there for hours because my alarm was supposed to go off this morning at 4. It did go off this morning at 4. Somebody started blowing marijuana fumes straight through that wall at 4, as they have every single morning for the last 3.5 weeks, which is when I've been getting up for work. And today I have the day off. I successfully completed this work project, so I'm sleeping in. And as soon as I woke up at around 9:50, that's when the marijuana fumes, the cigar fumes, the smell of some kind of burning cigar smoke started coming through that wall. Even with the window open, this window is open about a foot. It's like 12 inches, so this is like an 8-inch coffee bottle, and it is not, yeah, it's 10 inches, I'd say. This window is open 10 inches, all right? So that's my estimate, sticking to it. There should be fresh air coming in, and all I can smell and breathe are these nauseating fumes of something that smells like burning cigars. So there's cigars, and then there's burning cigars. Difference. It's like cigars on crack. Intense, overpowering, nauseating cigar smells. And anybody who has ever smelled cigar smoke knows that it's pretty sickening unless you're the one smoking it. So somebody is deliberately propagating sickening odors and fumes from something being smoked or burned straight through that wall right there. It's not coming from the hallway. I was just over by my door to get stuff over by my door, and there are absolutely no fumes or odors by my door. The landlord likes to pretend like the fumes are always coming from the hallway or from the unit below. No, the person below doesn't smoke. I never smell any smoke or fumes coming from below. And if it was coming from below, I would be able to smell it through my floor. It's coming from that wall. And because this has been happening nonstop over the last 8.5 years, it's simply a continuing pattern. It's not something that is brand new. This has been going on since 2013, when the landlord chose to place a severely disturbed homicidal psychopath named Jasmine Arizari in Unit 78. And they have refused to move her out of this building, even though she is too psychotic to function safely in this kind of environment. So I'm going to have to do whatever I can to get her moved out of this building. She doesn't belong in a multi-unit complex residential building where there are normal people living who don't want to have anything to do with somebody like that, and who keep being negatively affected in multiple ways by her attacks, her stalking, her psychotic behaviors, her harassment, her thievery. She breaks and enters into other people's units by picking the lock and then steals things, and these things are of value. Maybe not great value to the world, but great value to the person who keeps losing these items and needs to use them. So the landlord is refusing to do anything, which means that they are aiding and abetting crime and harassment and stalking. They're complicit in it. I suspect that she's like a family friend of theirs, and that's why they completely refuse to do anything about her behavior. And this is highly illegal, and I will do whatever I can to put an end to it.